Support for WXAV 88.3 FM and WXAV.com is being provided by Bookies, new and used books. Bookies is an independent bookstore located at 10324 Southwestern Avenue in Chicago. They have a collection of new and used books and accept book trade-ins and donations. More information is available at bookieschicago.com and on Instagram at bookieschicago.
Support for WXAV 88.3 FM and WXAV.com is provided by Northwest Community Credit Union. Northwest Community Credit Union is located on campus inside the Graham School of Management and offers financial services for the St. Xavier community. Services include student credit cards, student loans, and other financial resources. More information is available at nwccu.com.
This is a WXAV 773 Sounds podcast, introducing you to the best local bands in the Chicagoland area.
Hi, this is Peter Kreten from 773 Sounds here on the WXAV 88.3 FM Chicago, your escape from ordinary radio. And this is my favorite segment of the program. It's when I get to sit down with a local artist and kind of pick their brain and learn about what inspires them, what inspires their craft, their music, and how they go about creating such wonderful music. And for today's featured artist of the week, we have an incredible pop singer who shows a really incredible vulnerability with her music. She's able to talk about empowerment and walking away from really difficult situations while creating a beat that will remind you of Brandy and Monica from the late 90s and the early 2000s. I have here with me the wonderful Amira Jazeera. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you for joining us. So I always kind of like to begin the conversations with kind of going back to the beginning. Can you kind of share how you first got into music and how you first wanted to become a musician?
Okay, so whenever I get asked this question, I always go back to the root of it. And that starts off when you're very young and you're very impressionable. When I was younger, I would listen to a lot of Hannah Montana and the Cheetah Girls. And, I would look up to them and be like, oh, I want to do that one day. I want to be a singer like that, And then eventually, you get older and then you start to venture into these hobbies. And, I started creating music on GarageBand on my dad's laptop. He had GarageBand on there and I got curious. I was 13 at the time. I would make beats and then record covers and put them on my SoundCloud. And then eventually, I just kept going for it and had a support system. My older brother was very supportive and pushed me to pursue the career. And that's where I really got started. I had a love for producing music, and it was kind of an escape for me too when I was younger, and it still is.
Yeah, because you kind of mentioned on your website that you find music is kind of like your therapy and everything. For you, listening to your music and everything, it's very personal. I mean, you can really feel the shoes that you've walked in your music and with your lyrics and everything. Do you ever get a little concerned that it's almost like you're putting too much out there, or you're being too vulnerable with the music, or is it, kind of like the more the merrier?
Oh, yeah, I definitely get that way. I think that I think it's very scary to put yourself out there as an artist but being honest in your music is the best part. But at the end of the day, the music is mine until I release it and it's no longer mine,
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not the only one who has gone through these things, and other people are going to listen to it and relate to it because we're all just mirrors of each other.
Yeah, you're right. Speaking of music, you just released some new music this summer, Young, Sexy, Carefree, and it's a great pop song, really big fan of it and that.
Thank you.
Can you talk a little bit about your approach to writing that song?
Yeah, so it took me some time to finish that track. I collaborated with my dear friend Fingy, who is a DJ in Chicago as well. and also makes really great music. And we collaborated on that one on the writing. I wanted to create something that felt like you're in the club in like 2007. I wasn't there for that. I was a baby. I was not old enough for that. But I was like, I want to create this sound that like Nelly Furtado, like Timbaland and like Sierra, like I grew up listening to that stuff. And I was like, oh, I want to make music like that one day when I was younger. And I really wanted to just like channel that energy and kind of make like this fun upbeat song that's like it's kind of camp too, and like it has like a really catchy melody. You know how like some like there's like a section where I'm just la la laing and I'm just
Yeah.
singing la la la, and I'm like, this is the kind of stuff that gets stuck in your head and you just like feel good when you
Hmm.
sing it. So yeah, the process of writing that took some time. At first I was like, am I gonna write this about two people? Is this going to be about like a love story? Is this going to be more like that? And then I was like, no, I kind of want to make this like a little bit empowering, but also like the title, Young, Sexy, Carefree. I wanted it to feel like that embodiment of like being out with your girls and having a good night, and yeah, just being carefree and having that good energy.
You know, I didn't realize it until you mentioned it, but it definitely has that like promiscuous vibe with Nelly Furtado and Timberland. And I was there in college when that song came out, so it was definitely bumping and everything. And I can
Yeah.
definitely see your song being played at a club and that. Now, when you write your music and everything, I'm always fascinated when I talk to musicians. Is melody usually the first aspect of the song that you write, or do you go more lyrical first?
Yeah, actually, for me, the way that I started off by making the beat. I made the beat and then I start doing melodies. Like I do a melody pass over the beat, and before there's lyrics, it's just vowels and syllables
Hmm.
and gibberish. Like it doesn't make sense. But subconsciously it's like I'm saying something, to feeling. So that's when we go in and then we're like, let's write what it sounds like I'm saying, what it feels like we're trying to say in the song. So I don't start off with lyrics actually. Some people do that. It all depends on like the song, to be honest. But a lot of the times I start off with the melody and let the song write itself.
Awesome. Now, last year you released your debut album, the Amira Diaries. And on your website, you really go into a lot of details about how it was a really personal journey for you to make that album.
Yeah.
It's been out for a year. What has that experience been like, seeing something so personal and now seeing so many other people enjoying it and listening to it?
It's been really rewarding, I will say, because I definitely like I made those songs very like in a very like hard place. I did a lot of it on my own, and I just knew that I wanted to create a body of work and I had a story to tell. And it's really rewarding to hear people tell me that like the songs mean something to them and that they like that it like made them feel like really emotional or helped them like feel strong enough to like get through a chapter in their life. So honestly, like it's been really rewarding, and I think that that project was like that was like the personal, uh, like it was a diary entry, and I think that it had to happen. And I think this summer I'm trying to make more fun stuff and things that feel more joyful. Although there are some tracks on that album, they're very joyful, but it's like less personal. I feel like that was more like the universe, and now it's time to like do the planets.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that analogy. So, I mean, with your new single that just came out, and it sounds like you're working on new music in that, what can we expect? What planet will we be visiting on the new record?
Venus
Nice.
is the planet of love, beauty, sensuality, all the things.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm here with Amira Jazeera here on 773 Sounds. Now, if people want to go listen to your music and find you on the interwebs, where can they go? Where can they find you?
You can find me on all platforms at just my name, Amira Jazeera. Say hi, don't be shy. I respond to messages.
Um, do you have any upcoming shows for people to go and see you live?
Yes, my next show is going to be June 27th. I will be at Navy Pier. I will be performing with Chiona, one of my best friends. She's having her event called Club Gota, and I will be a featured artist in there. So come, it's free. Check it out. There are gonna be a lot of drag queens there too. It'll be really fun. So that's my next show.
Do you have any advice for any aspiring musicians? Because we have a wide variety of people that listen to the show, and working at a college radio station, there's a lot of people who they want to get into the local scene. They want to do their own art, their poetry, but it's kind of scary. It's a little nerve-wracking. Is there any piece of advice that you would share with them to kind of encourage them to take that first step forward?
My advice would be, honestly, there's only one you in the universe, and someone's gonna see your story and need you. So go out there, say what you need to say, use your voice, be loud, be proud, say what you gotta say, show your art, because we need it.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yes.
All the different perspectives and everything.
Mm-hmm.
For your writing experience, was that probably like the hardest part for you, was kind of finding your voice?
Finding my voice, I think being brave enough to share my voice, I think was a little challenging, or it's only natural to compare ourselves to others and where they are at in their journey, but also we need to remember that we all have our own journeys, and not everyone is the same. We all have to go at our own pace, and it's okay if things take time, because it's worth it. And as long as you're doing what you love, that's what matters.
Awesome. Amira Jazeera, thank you so much for joining me here on 773 Sounds. Again, where can people go and find you online?
You can find me everywhere, just at Amira Jazeera. And you can find my website, amirajazeera.com. I also have Bandcamp. You can download my music and save it to your iPod. If you have one, you should get one.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things. You've been chronicling your life on your pink
I
iPod.
have. Yeah, I have my old iPod my iPod Nano with the camera. I've been vlogging on it lately, and honestly, music sounds better on there anyway. It doesn't compress.
Yeah,
It's great.
it really
Bring
is.
them back. Bring them back.
Well, I mean, we brought vinyl, we brought cassettes, we brought CDs back. Let's bring
Yeah.
back the iPods and
Bring
everything.
back the iPods.
Yeah. No, when I saw that on your social media, you unlocked core memories for
Oh, I
me
love that.
from back in the day. Yeah. So no, I very much appreciated that. And I was actually blown away with the great resolution of the cameras on that.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
No. Well, Amira, again, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening to this WXAV 773 Sounds podcast. For more information on 773 Sounds, please visit our website, wxav.com.